You're welcome.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thank you very much.
So I
Okay,
think we should
Okay,
we should start immediately. Others can join.
okay,
okay,
all right.
all
We'll be
right.
starting right.
We're starting right.
Yeah, so if you can hear us, if you've joined and you're live, please indicate in the comment section. So today is the first day of the 10 days member flex sales challenge, and in here myself and 3 of my partners will be taking you through this journey. For day 1, Coach Nehesco is on call right now, and he's going to be teaching on mindsets and financial goal setting. So I hope you are here with your pen and book, because it's really going to be value packed. Day 1, we need to set you on point, set you ready for the challenge. So Coach Nesco will do justice to all of that, and I hope you are ready. If you're ready, type in the comment section ready. Type ready. I am ready. So Coach Nehesco, I hope you're ready. Please, you have the floor now. Coach Nehesco, please, you can go ahead.
Yeah, can you
Yeah,
hear me now?
can you hear me now?
Yes, perfectly.
All right, great.
All right,
Okay,
great.
good
Okay,
evening to
good evening to
everyone,
everyone,
and I
and
welcome you
I
all
welcome you all
to this
to
space
this space
to
to
the opportunity
the
to
opportunity to
actually
actually
anchor this
anchor
meeting
this
tonight,
meeting
and
tonight. And
I'd like us to
I'd like
begin
us to
first by
begin.
just devoting 1 minute to thank God for today, to appreciate the name of the Lord. Let's acknowledge the presence of the Almighty God and thank Him for the gift of life and the gift of health. And let's ask Him to take absolute control over our meeting tonight. Every one of us must have learned one or two things that could help us to actually make a lot of progress. Challenge. So, Father Lord, we thank you for today. We appreciate your holy name. We thank you for the gift of life. We ask that you might take absolute control over our meeting tonight. That at the end of this meeting and at the end of the sales challenge, would have gained a lot of value and they would have been able to achieve their goals in Jesus' name. Amen. So I don't know if you can actually hear me clearly. Could you drop a comment on the comment section if you can hear me clearly? I don't know if you all can hear me clearly because we are going to start right away. So if you can hear me clearly, just drop a comment on the section and then we are good to go. So let me get your comment on the section. Okay. Hope you can hear me, Miss Somashi.
Yes, I can hear you. And someone is saying Exesis Digital. Exesis Digital says she can hear you. So you can go ahead.
All right, that's
All right,
awesome. That's
that's
awesome.
awesome.
Okay, thanks for that. Thanks for the feedback. Okay, so tonight we'll be starting with a very important subject, and I consider it the most important subject for this sales challenge because it helps us to lay the fundamental of what is expected for success in a challenge like the one we are doing. And it has to do with mind resetting. You could also refer to it as programming. And I'll also be giving you all few tips on how to set goals, especially as connect the sales challenge that you can work towards and achieve. So we'll be beginning by talking about the mindset. Okay, we need to talk about the mindset, because no matter how hard you work, no matter how committed you are to achieving a goal, if the mindset is not properly set, it will be counterproductive. Okay, it will be counterproductive because you'll be able to achieve that ultimate goal. So my name is Abugu Nehemiah. To introduce myself, I'm actually a professional network marketer and also a business consultant. And I have actually been privileged to learn a lot of skills in the online space and to help a lot of young entrepreneurs to actually gain this entrepreneurial mindset needed for them to build and grow large businesses. So I'll be beginning by talking about the mindset of an entrepreneur. And this has to do with the mindset you need to create wealth. So I'll be sharing 3 key principles you need to take home. This training is not going to be very, very long, but it's going to be very powerful. At the end of this training, you would have been able to understand the reason why you are where you are today, the reason why you are actually yet to operate to your fullest potential, and of course, what you need to do to actually start growing beyond your current level to be able to achieve your goal. All right. Now, there are 3 major principles I'll be sharing with us today, which I refer to as the wealth principle. It's going to help you to reset your mindset, helping you to get the right mindset you need to create wealth. And also, I'll be sharing few tips on how you can set goals, realistic goals. Okay, so these are the key things we'll be discussing tonight. All right. First of all, when we talk about wealth principle, when we talk about mindset, okay, a lot of people don't really take it seriously. And most people, at the end of the day, they fail to identify the major reason why they are where they are today. The major reason why they are still struggling financially, they fail to understand because they have not yet taken time to gain the needed knowledge, right, that they need to be able to advance. Now, I would like us to realize that learning is a royal habit. Okay, learning is a royal habit, and people that actually embrace learning, these are the set of people that grow far in life. So I want to also use opportunity to congratulate everyone that has registered or taken part of this sales challenge. You have taken a great step to advance in knowledge, okay, by making a decision to invest in learning, to invest in this training, because you want to upgrade yourself. And that is the kind of mindset, one of the kind of mindsets you need to actually become super successful in life. Okay, there are 3 principles I'll be sharing with us today, and each principle I talk about, I will spend a few minutes to explain them so that you can actually understand how it relates to your financial life. And I want you to now take it home and see how you can use it to begin to transform your financial life. All right. Now, here is the number 1 principle, which is going to reset your mindset today. Number 1 principle is this: your income can grow only to the extent you do. Now, I want you to write this down. Now, take note that this class is something you should write, jot down any vital points you get. Okay, any vital point you get, try to jot it down, because it's going to help you to really maximize the training. Okay, so I said the number 1 principle you need to take note of today is that your income can grow to the extent you do. What that means is that there is actually a relationship between your income and your personal growth and development. And we call it a linear relationship. So your personal growth and development is directly proportional to your income. If you want to make more money, you have to what? Grow yourself more. You have to become more. That is what it means. And here is another point you need to take note of. The fact is that your character, your thinking, and your beliefs, they all form a critical part of what determines your level of success. I repeat it, your character, that is the way you behave, okay? Your thinking, the way you think, all right? And your beliefs, the things you have actually come to terms. I hope you all can hear me. Can you all hear me? Hello?
Coach Nahesco, please go ahead. We can hear you now.
You've not been hearing me before.
He's not hearing me before.
Yes, but you can go
Okay.
ahead now.
Okay. So where did you miss me? Like, where did you cut short? Because I've said a lot of things so far.
No problem. You can go ahead. You can go ahead. I think it's from my end.
All right.
All
Okay.
right. Okay.
Okay. Let's
Okay,
continue.
let's
So
continue. So,
I was talking about the principle, and I've just mentioned one, which has to do with your income cannot exceed your personal growth and development. Now, I said it's not enough to be in the right place at the right time. You have to be the right person in the right place at the right time. So you have to become that person that desires that millions you want. If you want to become a multimillionaire, you have to be the person that deserves that what? Millions. All right. So you have to become a millionaire first before you can have the millions. Now, here is why you need to become the right person. If you come For instance, if you come into big money when you are not ready for it on the inside, I mean your programming is not yet set on the inside, and you come into big money, you come into serious income, what will happen is that there are chances that your income will take you. What that means is that there's higher wealth will still disappear into thin air. We have seen a lot of people that income is still directly proportional to their personal growth and development. They have not yet developed themselves to the point of having the necessary skill to control the money coming in. So the by the time the money actually gets beyond their personal growth and development, all right, what happens is that yes, because their personal growth and development is not yet what up to that standard. So that is what the number one principle is talking about. So you need to start asking yourself, how far have I grown myself? That's the question you need to ask yourself today. What is the extent to which I have developed myself? The kind of money I really want to make in life, have I really developed myself to have the capacity of making that kind of money? Have I really grown myself to have the capacity of attracting that money? Because you don't actually get what you want in life. Instead, you attract who you are, and you attract what you want into your life by becoming the right person that deserves to get it. So you need to actually examine your current financial lifestyle right now. You need to actually examine how far you have gone with your personal growth and development. That is what is going to determine how far you can go in life. So that's the first point you need to take note of. So now the next, which has a lot to do with your mindset, is this. You need to realize, I want you to take this down. I want you to take this down. You need to realize that we live in in a world of cause and effect. Okay? We live in a world of what? Cause and effect. So money is a result, health is a result, illness is a result, your weight is a result. So we live in a world of what? Cause and effect, based on the decisions and indecisions you have been taking. All right. Now, your current lifestyle right now is based on the decisions and indecisions you took 2 years back, 3 years back, 4 years back. A man that is currently broke and struggling right now, he is in that situation because there were certain decisions he took few years back that warranted him to be in that level. Probably he might have seen an opportunity that could change his life, but he neglected it. Okay. Probably he might have seen an opportunity to make some investments, but he neglected it. And the effect of that is that due to the fact he neglected those opportunities in the past, it has now what led him to have a result of poverty. Are you following? It has led him to what? Have a result of poverty. So wealth is a result, poverty is a result. Everything in life operates with the principle of cause and effect. That is a powerful. So your lifestyle is dependent on the quality of decisions you make. Quality of decisions you make. Quality of what? Choices you make. So if you want to be successful, if you want to achieve success, especially in this sales challenge, you have to make a decision that you want to take it as seriously as possible. You want to actually give in your best. You want to actually go the extra mile. You want to actually leave your comfort zone. Because it is this decision you decide to make that that will help you to achieve your goal in the sales challenge. So that second principle is very powerful. Understand that we live in a life of what? Cause and effect. So you need to be conscious of the kind of decisions you are making and the kind of choices you are making. Then the last one I'll be talking about tonight is the process of manifestation. It has a lot to do with your lifestyle, how successful you'll be, how financially free you'll be. It is related to what we call the process of manifestation. Now, what does this process of manifestation mean? It states that your thoughts down, your thoughts lead to feelings, okay? Your feelings lead to actions, your actions lead to results. I take it again. Make sure you write this down. This is what the process of manifestation states. It's
Hello, who can hear?
hello,
Hello.
Coach Nahesco, we
can you hear
lost
me?
you. We can hear you now.
Where was I lost?
Where was I
What's the
lost?
challenge?
What's the challenge?
We're talking about
Hello,
you were trying to list out the
can you hear me?
causes
Can you
of
hear me?
effect. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. Okay,
All
let's
right.
continue.
Okay, let's continue.
So under the
So under the
process of
process of
manifestation,
manifestation,
Yeah,
I
manifestation.
mentioned
Yes.
I
that
mentioned that
your thoughts lead
your
to
thoughts
feelings,
lead to feelings,
your feelings
your
lead to
feelings lead
action,
to action,
your actions
your
lead to
actions lead
results,
to results.
and the result
And
you
the
really need
results
in
you really
life
need in life
is being
is
traced
being
to you the
traced
kind
to
of
you the
thoughts
kind.
you actually think, the quality of your thoughts. And I made a quick reference to the Bible. I said, said that as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is, meaning that your thought determines your identity. So if you want to have a good identity, a good result, your thoughts has to be what? Positive throughout. You need to have positive thoughts. So we are conditioned in three different ways, and I will break it down very quickly. We are conditioned in three different ways. And like I said before, the information or programming you have received in the past has a lot to do with your success in the present and how your success will be in the future. A lot of people are very poor today because of the way they were programmed when they were growing up. And I want to reset your mindset so that a negative programming when growing up, you can change it right now and, of course, begin to move on the right path. Now, we are conditioned in three different ways. Number one, verbal programming. Write that down. Verbal programming. That's number one. Verbal programming. Verbal programming. From the word verbal, it has to do with communication. So what did you hear about money when you were growing up? What did you hear about wealth? What did you hear about the rich people when you were growing up? What did you hear about them? All those kind of things you've been hearing about them, whether they are negative or positive, they have a way to affect your subconscious mind, which will also affect your identity and affect the kind of results you get in life. Many of us, when we grew up from a poor background, average background, and the kind of environment we were living in, we are actually surrounded by a lot of negative people that say a lot of negative things. Have you ever heard people that make statements like money is the root of all evil, save your money for a rainy day, or something like rich people are greedy, all right? Or rich people are thieves or they are criminals, rich people are wicked, okay? Even in terms of the aspect of people saying that money is the root of all evil. Of course, money doesn't grow on trees and so on and so forth, that you cannot at the same time. Money doesn't buy happiness. Not everybody can be rich. You know, you can name them. There's not enough money. Life is so hard. Things are so difficult. The economy is so bad, and so on and so forth. If you grow up in an environment where these are the kind of things you hear, this is the predominant language in the environment you grow up in, there are chances that your programming will be negative. And when your programming is negative, it means your thoughts has been tampered with. You'll be thinking negatively. All right? You'll be thinking negatively, which will affect the way you feel about life. A lot of people today are not usually happy. Sometimes when they even wake up, they're not happy. Why do they feel that way? Because of programming. They have a negative programming that has affected their thoughts, which has in turn affected their feelings, and which has also gone a long way to affect their actions, the kind of way they behave, the kind of actions they take, which ultimately affect their results. Imagine someone that are wicked or rich people are greedy. What it means is he will feel hatred for the rich people. Now take a look at the connectivity. Because of the programming he already has, the way he's now thinking is negatively. When he sees a negative person, a rich person, he already starts thinking negative about the person. Say, this person is a greedy person. This person is wicked. Now, when he starts thinking that way, he starts feeling hatred for that person. Okay? Now, because he has started feeling hatred for that person, the action, the attitude will also be negative. He will not be willing to even learn from that person. He will not be willing to even serve that person and learn from the person. And the ultimate, the consequence of that is he will now remain broke because he is not able to gain the knowledge needed to make money like the rich person. So I believe I've broken this down very well. This is what the verbal programming does. So the things you hear matters a lot. So from today, you want to be conscious of what you hear. You want to be conscious of your environment. If you're in a negative environment, it is important you change your environment. You shouldn't be angry, speak negative things that don't actually profess positive things. So you want to change the verbal programming you have acquired into positive one. I want to begin to speak positively. There's what we call affirmation. We call it positive affirmation. So instead of you to say that positive people are wicked, you could begin to say that positive people, instead of saying that rich people are wicked, you could start saying that rich people are problem solvers. You can begin to have a different perspective, a different view about the rich people. Begin to love rich people. Don't resent the rich people. Begin to consider them as people who are what? Problem solvers. Because one thing that makes people rich is the problem they solve in the society. Because when you give out value, you make a lot of money. Because money is a slave of value. Value is a slave of knowledge. Knowledge is a slave of learning. When you learn, you get the knowledge, you get to know, you get to be skillful. When you are knowledgeable, you what? You also what? Know how to what? Deliver value and valuable. And when you're able to deliver value to people, you get a lot of money because when you act, money is an exchange of value. All right. So you should begin to have a positive mindset towards the rich people. Now let's go to the second one. I believe I've been able to explain this verbal programming very well. Okay. And the next one is the second kind of programming, which involves modeling. Modeling from the word model, modeling. What did you see when you were young, when you were growing up? What did your eyes see? Remember the other one is what did your ear, right? What did you hear with your ears? That was the first one, verbal programming. What did you hear with your ears? What are the things you heard with your ears? Verbal programming. What are the things you see with your eyes? Things you see with your eyes, things you saw with your eyes that you then modeled, that you then what? Practice. It affects your what? Programming. And it has a lot to affect. A lot of people have been modeling negative things. Do you know that somebody can actually learn his or her way to poverty? Let me take it again. You didn't hear me. Someone can learn their way to poverty. There is a kind of thing you can be modeling. There's kind of habits you can be modeling, and you are already what? Moving on the path that leads to poverty. Moving on the path that makes you to become poor. So a lot of people that are poor today, it could be through modeling, things they saw. Imagine someone that grew in a poor home and he or she sees the father always complaining all the time. He sees his father always managing things all the time. He sees his father always complaining that there is no money, that things are hard. Probably the person grew up in a home whereby they could cook a meal, let me say a soup in the house, and the soup they could use it for like 1 week because they are managing the funds. He saw that. He saw that kind of lifestyle. And now, as he's growing up, his mindset has been programmed to believe that life is just like that. So when he's growing, and it makes him to be what? Stingy. It makes him to be very, very, he doesn't believe that there's abundance. He has what we call the scarcity mindset. It makes him to have the scarcity mindset. Modeling what he saw has not affected the way he behaved. That's affected the things he believed about life. That's affected how he is what? Responding to life circumstances, which could now make him to remain in a situation he never expected to be. So the things you model has a lot to affect your life. So here is the solution. You want to begin to model successful people. Don't copy the lifestyle of a poor person. Don't take advice from a poor person. If you want to take advice from a poor man, what it means is that you are also going to be a poor person. So what do you see? What do you model? It has a lot to determine your programming. So when you're growing up, there are a lot of things you've seen. There are a lot of things you've witnessed with your eyes. Some of us have seen poverty. We have seen a lot of negative things with our eyes. You want to what? Reprogram your mind. Reprogram your mind and do away with all those negative thoughts that have been ingrained in your mind because of what you've seen. That's why the Bible says that the center of the heart, okay, the center of that your eyes is the light of the body. Your eyes is the light of the body. Things you see as a way to penetrate your heart, penetrate your mind, and tamper with your mindset. So you want to begin to what? Model only successful people. Take a look at the habits of successful people. Start modeling them. Do the things they do. One of the habits of successful people is that successful people read a lot. They read books. One of the major habits. Why not start modeling it? How many books have you read since this year? A lot of people here, a lot of us here, for the past 2 years, we have not read any book in business. And we are saying we want to be successful. You have not read any book in business. And you say you want to be successful. You want to become a successful entrepreneur. How possible can that be? Do you know that the moment you fail to develop your mind by reading books, your mind will be what? occupied by negative things because life abhors vacuum. Abhors vacuum. If you don't fill your mind with positive things, negative things will automatically take over. So your mind is is a part of your body, is a part of your personality that you need to take. And one of the things that successful people do is that they take care of their mind. How? By reading books, by attending training, by listening to good audio tapes, inspirational tapes, motivational tapes, reading books. These are the ways to improve their mind. So begin to model successful habits of successful people. Another habit of successful people is that they don't sleep too much. Most of them don't sleep too much. And why they don't sleep too much? Because they want to maximize every second they have. Have you ever wondered why both the rich man and the poor man have 24 hours, yet one person is poor, one person is rich? Why? They have equal hours. Why? Is one person rich, one person poor? Because the other one who is rich knows how to maximize his time, while the other person who is poor doesn't do what? Know how to maximize his time. A poor person can spend hours just watching TikTok videos. If you look at your habits, your daily habits, see, your success is dependent on your daily habits. Take that down. Your success is a function of your daily habits. Now, ask yourself questions. How many hours do I spend on social media doing things that can never give me money? Go take time and write the number of hours you spend. Some people will come online, their first 2 hours is on WhatsApp. Their second 3 hours of the day is on Facebook. That is how many hours gone? 5 hours gone out of the 24 hours. The next 1 hour is on TikTok. Did I say 1 hour? TikTok videos has more way to what? Entertain and attract people and distract people. They could spend the next 3 hours in TikTok videos, just watching videos, downloading videos, TikTok, YouTube, and all that. At the end of the day, this person has spent a total of what? 7 to 8 hours doing things that can never generate 1 naira for him or her. You are already modeling the habit of a poor person. So how can you become successful? Answer that question. How? Of course, you can't. Because rich people don't waste opportunities. Rich people have understood that time is money. So why the poor people are busy trading their time for money, wasting their time doing a lot of negative things? The rich people are busy finding ways to buy more time. Okay, so the rich people buy more time and they maximize every second they have. So one thing you need to begin to do is to start modeling the habit of successful people. So if you check your habits, the things you do every day, and you ask yourself, these things I'm doing, these things I'm doing, does someone like Mark Zuckerberg do these things? This thing I'm doing, does someone like Bill Gates do these things? This things I'm doing, does someone who has $1 million business is running do these things? If the answer is no, then of course, there's no way you can ever imagine to create wealth in life. There is no way. Life has a formula. There are principles that guide wealth creation. And wealth creation is not actually something you achieve through prayer and fasting. God said He has given us the power to create wealth. That means that you have the power to create wealth. You don't need to be praying for God to give you money. Instead, God has given you the capacity. He has given you the mindset. He has given you the power. He has given you everything. He said He has given unto us everything that pertains unto life and godliness. All you need to do is to exercise your muscle, okay, and begin to maximize it. God has given you 24 hours free of charge. You are not paying God for the time. Why not begin to maximize your time? Why not begin to put your time to work and see how you can generate money with your time? So that is the aspect of modeling. So, like I said, begin to model successful habits. There are other habits of successful people. Another habit of successful people, I just mentioned two. One is successful read books a lot. Number two is successful people, they actually don't sleep too much because they want to maximize every second so that they can get more results. Another habit, which is just the third one I'll talk about, is that successful people are focused on building businesses. They are focused on what? Building businesses. All right. And they have what we call entrepreneurial mindset. Take a look at the Forbes lists. You see that all the people there are all entrepreneurs. All the great and successful billionaires and millionaires in our time, all of them are business owners or investors. None of them work for somebody. None of them work for somebody. If you just have an employee mindset of always working for someone before you get paid, it means you cannot actually what? Achieve wealth. Because employee mindset to an entrepreneurial mindset. Because as an employee, you are just how many hours do you have in a day? 24 hours. So because you have a limited time in a day, 24 hours, you have a limited income you can make in 24 hours. So there is no way you can leverage your effort and make more money. So the rich people know how to leverage their effort by building a community whereby they have a lot of people they are working with. And these people they are working with, they build a team, they build a community, and through this community, they generate wealth. Now write this down. Teaching creates awareness. Write this down. Teaching creates awareness. Okay? Relationship creates discipline. Community builds wealth. Take note of this very important quote I just said. Teaching creates awareness. Relationship brings discipline. Community brings wealth. The rich already understand that community brings wealth. So they don't spend their time trading time for money. They spend their time creating community so that they can leverage on that community and create wealth from it. That's how they create wealth. So because they have a community, they now what? Have more time to make more money because they are buying the time of a lot of people in their community. Take a look at Dangote. He has over 50,000 people working for him. 8 hours in a day. That's what they spend for him. They spend 8 hours of their time every day working for one man. That means in a day he enjoys over 50,000 hours. While you have 24 hours, Dangote is enjoying to 50,000 hours because he's leveraging on is enjoying 400,000 hours because it's leveraging on over 50,000 human beings. That is the power of leverage. That's how the rich people think. So this is the second habit of rich people. They think of how to build community, how to build businesses, and they focus on it. Okay, let's move to the last one. There are other habits of rich people, but that might be an advanced training. Okay. Now let's look at the last one. As regards programming, remember this is a mind setting class. And I said I'll just be talking about 3 principles. These 3 principles alone can change your life if you take it very seriously. There are other principles I can share with you, but for today, it's just 3 principles I want to take note of. And these 3 principles, if you take them very seriously, it can change your life. Now, the last one is specific influence. As you are growing up, what did you experience personally? What was your experience personally? All right. Major way you are programmed. Some people, when they were growing up, they actually experienced poverty. They didn't just hear, they didn't just see, they also experienced. They experienced a tough life. They lived in a family where they couldn't actually afford a 3 square meal. They could manage to just take 1 square meal. 2, in fact, there are people that throughout the day they could be drinking garri and so many other ugly experiences when growing up. Poverty related experiences. This has a way to program the mind and make the mind to be shut up. It shuts the mind down. And when you see that person, you are telling the person that it's possible for you to be a millionaire, he doesn't believe it. He can't just see the possibility because for all his life, while he was growing up, he has been in poverty. So when you start telling him that you can create wealth, you can make money, or you start telling him that somebody made 1 million in one day, somebody made 5 million in one day, he says it's not possible, it's a lie. How can you tell me that somebody was able to make 1 million in a day when he has never seen it in his life, that someone made even 50,000 a day because of his environment, because of the things he experienced? So his mind has been programmed that it's not possible to experience 1 million naira income in a day. So what you need to do is to set aside your experiences, put them aside. Whatever things you have experienced that cannot actually empower you right now, put it aside, because positive experiences can empower you. Negative experiences with this, they empower you. disempower experiences empowers you, negative experiences disempowers you. So you don't need those negative experiences. You don't need to be thinking of the past. Everything you might have experienced in the past that cannot contribute to your growth in the present, set them aside and forge ahead. Focus only on positive experiences, things that can add value to your life, things that can help you to move ahead in life. Those are the things you want to focus on. Now, having talked about this major programming concepts, okay, having talked about it, I'll be rounding up by just sharing few tips on setting goals for the sales challenge. That's where we're going to wrap it up for tonight. Setting goals for the sales challenge, not just the sales challenge alone, other things. Okay, this setting of goal is something that is very broad. Okay, well, I'll be working on a master class training for it, but today I'll just give us few tips on setting of goals. Few tips, just few tips that can help you. All right, few tips that can help you as regards setting of goals. Now, take note, when it comes to goal setting, you need to realize that goals are actually what helps you to achieve more success in life. People who don't set goals, they actually achieve lesser in life. Not living life without any goals, without setting of goals, is just like a scenario whereby a dog, okay, is backing and chasing a moving vehicle. I will paint the picture properly for you to see. Living life without setting goals is just like a scenario whereby a dog is backing and chasing a vehicle that is moving. What will the dog do? It cannot catch the vehicle. Am I right? It cannot catch the vehicle, but it is actively backing and chasing it. So why is it chasing it? What happens is he's going to waste his energy. Because after he runs, I believe most of us have experienced it, whereby maybe a bike is passing or a car is passing, and a dog in the street will just be backing and chasing the car. Why is he chasing the car? When he cannot hold down the car, he cannot stop the person inside, the person there cannot stop and come out, the car is already moving. That is how people spend their lives. And that's why a lot of people end up as mediocres. They end up unsuccessful in life. They end up not achieving anything meaningful in life. They end up in poverty. They end up in a situation that is actually very painful and terrible, because they end up making their children to suffer, because they bring into this world children that will now suffer poverty because of their mistakes in life. So have you been living life without setting goals? This training is to let you know that goal setting is very important in whatever you are doing. You need to have goals. What do you want to achieve? What do you really want in life? What are the things you really want to achieve? There is difference between wishes and goals. A lot of people have wishes today and they feel that they have goals. That is not goal. I want to be rich is a wish. I want to be a millionaire is a wish. It's not a goal. I want to make money. We want to make money for what? Why? Make. You don't just say you want to do something. What exactly do you want? How much of money do you want? Why do you need the money? What is the purpose behind you needing the money? How can you get that money? That is what goals is about. Having a definite plan. We call it definiteness of purpose. You must have a definite purpose. Why you want to achieve what you want to achieve. Okay, just quickly, let me say this, because this goal setting is a broad class, so I'll just share one or two things and I'll end the class. All right. The class is supposed to be 30 minutes, but I just had to say more things so that you can gain massive value today and know that whatever it is you paid, we are not after the money. Okay. Because this training alone is a master class training on goal, on mind setting. This training alone is worth over 10,000 naira. It's a master class setting and training. All right. So I want you to take it seriously and, of course, make sure you learn. Okay, I'll be sharing few things about goal setting. What do you need to know about goals? Okay, what are the qualities of your goals? First thing you need to know is that effective goal setting is one of the keys to success in life, like I've said before. You may be working very hard at what you are doing right now, but without setting goals, you find that your hard work doesn't yield meaningful results. Just like I gave instance of the dog barking so hard. He's barking, very working, running so hard, but it's not, the car is chasing, it's just moving. So people go through life like that. All right. So here are some quick guidelines or guidelines to setting goals, effective goals. Number one is that your goals must be written down. Effective goals must be written down. Now you have started a sales challenge. Write down the goal you want to achieve. Let's say in the next 30 days. What goal do you want? How much income do you want to make from the sales challenge or from your business or from whatever you are doing? Write it down. Next 30 days, how much exactly? Next 60 days, how much exactly? Next 1 year, how much exactly? Effective goal setting must be what? Written down. Bible says write down the vision. So you must write it down, whatever it is you want. Secondly is your effective goals must be written in specific measurable terms. Specific measurable terms. How much exactly do you want to make? Is it 20,000 naira? Is it 50,000 naira? Is it 100,000 naira? Write it down. Specific. Specific. Measurable has to do with whatever actions you need to take. Okay, it should be something that is directly proportional to the result you want. Now, let me explain this. You want to make 100,000 naira in the next 30 days or 500,000 in the next 30 days, and you are not willing to, you just want to be spending 1 hour in that business. Now, imagine this: you want to make up to 100k after 30 days, and you just want to be spending only 1 hour in your business. How can that be possible? It's not. It's not measurable, because the effort you are putting cannot equate to the result you want. So it's not measurable. So your goal must be specific and measurable. So if you want to hit a particular target, you must have a particular amount of effort or time you must give to it. You must have an amount of sacrifice you must give for it to be achieved. The next is you should be able to see it. You should be able to visualize you achieving it. In fact, once you set your goal, you must visualize. You must see yourself achieving that goal. So effective goals must be visualize. You must picture yourself reaching your goal. Picture the results. Okay? And of course, have the feeling of achieving that. Effective goals are achievable. Now, you should set a goal that is realistic, so that you will not set something that there is no way it can be achieved. Your goal must be realistic so that it can easily be achieved. Set a realistic goal. So you don't just sleep and wake up, you have not made 100k and say you want to make 1 million in 1 month. It's not achievable, because you have not even made 100k in a month. You have not made 50k in a month, and you're talking of 1 million. How exactly do you want to make that? How exactly? So your goal must be achievable. It must be realistic. It should be something that you could easily achieve. Then effective goals must have a realistic deadline. You must set a deadline. By the end of November, by the end of December 2022, this achieved. Deadline must be there, because deadline is what will make you to take it more seriously. Next is this: effective goals are manageable. All right, manageable in the sense that it should be something you can divide into smaller components to make it easy to manage. So divide your tasks. This has to do with time management. It's a different training on its own. Divide your tasks into little components that can help you to achieve them faster. The next is that your effective goals, you should analyze them for potential problems. When you want to achieve a goal, there must be problems that will be associated. Analyze the possible problems. What are the challenges I could get when I want to achieve this goal? What are the kind of distractions I might encounter when I want to achieve this goal? Many of us, before now, we spend our time anyhow. We spend hours watching YouTube videos, TikTok videos, and all that. Now you want to make money. Now you want to hit a goal. One of the potential problems you need to analyze is, problem of being distracted by social media is a problem because it can hinder you from achieving your sales target. So you need to analyze this problem. So effective goal must be able to analyze the potential problems. So analyze it and find a way to fight against that problem. Find a way to overcome that challenge. Then the next one, I will give you just two more and I end the class. The next one is your effective goals must require action to eliminate that problems I talked about. Remember the other one I said your effective goals should analyze the potential problems. Now after analysis, you should have action steps to take to eliminate that problems. So now you have analyzed that, okay, if I start building this, working on this project, building this business, working on my sales target, I'll have challenges of data. Maybe my data, I'll not have enough data to reply to clients. Then you find a way to buy data. All right. Maybe you analyze the problem could be you'll be distracted by social media. You find a way to reduce this distraction. Okay. Maybe one of the problems could be that you've not yet developed one or two skills, and that skill will reduce your results. You find a way to learn that skill. Now, this is action steps to take, challenge you have analyzed. I hope you are following. Then finally, your effective goal should actually have a regular review of progress. You should be monitoring your progress. It should be periodically done. How much progress are you making? How much are you moving? How much progress are you making towards this goal? You need to analyze them. And that is exactly how you can those are the things you need to know about setting of goals. Then in conclusion, here are the steps to take to actually come up with a particular goal. Let's say you want to set a goal of making, let me say 20,000 in a month or 50,000 in a month. Or you need to reverse engineer that goal. Reverse engineer simply means from that time you want to make that money, you need to take it back to the beginning. Let me say you want to make 50,000 by the end of a month, that is 30 days. Okay? You now start asking yourself, if you want to make 50,000 in the next 30 days, how much money should I be making every day? Or if you want to set a year, let me say 1 million naira in 1 year, let's say from now till next year, okay, 2023 November, you want to have 1 million naira in your account as a business person. Your question now is, how much should I be making every month? You divide it. From that 1 year, you break it down. From your yearly goal, you break it down to your monthly goal. This is how you set goal. You break it down to your monthly goal. How much should I be making every month to help me achieve my yearly goal? For your monthly goal, you break it down. How much should I be making every week that can help me to achieve my monthly goal, that can now help me to achieve my yearly goal? You still break it down further and ask yourself, how much should I be making every day to help me achieve my weekly goal, that can help me to achieve my monthly goal, that can help me to achieve my yearly goal? That is how you reverse engineer your goal. So you set a particular goal and reverse engineer it, go back to the beginning and start breaking it down. Because your daily goal will help you to achieve your weekly goal will help to achieve your monthly goal, and your monthly goal will help to achieve your yearly goal. Now, this daily goal, weekly goal, monthly goal, we call it milestones. Write it down. We call them what? Milestones. Milestones. They are little goals you need to achieve before you can hit the bigger goal of yearly goal of 1 million naira. So you need to have milestones. Imagine when you are traveling. Let me say you are traveling from Enugu State to Abuja, or you are traveling from Enugu State to Lagos. Milestones has to do with those signboards you see that tells you, welcome to this state, welcome to this state, welcome to this state. Now, let's say you are going from Enugu now, and now as you are entering Onitsha, you just see, welcome to what? As you are entering Anambra State, you see, welcome to Anambra State. In your mind, you say, wow, I'm making progress. Okay, I've already entered Anambra State. That means, hey, I still have some hours to go to enter Lagos State. You keep driving. After some time, you see, welcome to Benin. In your mind, you say, oh, okay, we are already getting to half of the journey. You keep driving. After some time, you say, welcome to Ogun State. From there, after some time, you see, welcome to what? Lagos State. Now, Lagos, you really go. Now, all those other milestones you have been getting to, right? All those junctions, all those signboards telling you welcome to this state, welcome to this state. They are like your milestones. I'm taking time to break this down so you understand the principle of goal setting. So this is how you actually set your goal. And then finally, under goal setting is you need to have an action plan to achieve your goal. So you have set the goal. You also need to come up with an action. What and what do I need to be doing? Some people just set goal and they don't come up with an action, with an action plan. They don't come up with a strategy. A goal without a strategy is dead. So you need to come up with a strategy. How can I achieve to do? What are the books I need to read to get these skills that can help me to make more sales, that can help me to increase my closing ratio, that can help me to increase any kind of result you want that can help you to achieve your goal? That's your action steps. So as we continue the sales training, you'll be learning other things that has a lot to do with your action steps. So this is where I'll be drawing the curtain for today's training, and I want to believe that you got a lot of value tonight. So I'll be giving a quick recap before I end the section. Now, quickly, I started by talking about mindset resetting. I gave us three major concepts. Okay, I just want to do a quick review. The first one I told you is your income can grow only to the extent you do, meaning your income cannot exceed your personal growth and development. More knowledgeable, the more you make more money. The more you become more valuable, the more you make more money. Secondly, I said that we live in a world of cause and effect. Your current level right now, your current financial situation is dependent on the choices or decisions you made 2 years ago, 3 years ago, because wealth is a result, money is a result, health is a result, illness is a result. Your health right now is based on the kind of food you have been eating in the past. People that are suffering certain kind of sicknesses right now, is the kind of food you were eating in the past. It has affected them now. So that's the law of cause and effect. That's how life is. So if you want to become wealthy, you need to be conscious of your lifestyle, of the decisions you take. Then finally, the third thing I talked about was that the process of manifestation is very important in creating wealth. Where I said that your thought leads to feelings, feelings lead to results. And I talked about programming, that there are 3 ways you get programmed: verbal programming, okay, modeling. Verbal programming has to do with the things you hear. Modeling has to do with the things you see. Then the other one is specific incidents, which has to do with the things you experience personally. Then after that, we went over to talk a little about goal setting, where I gave us some basic things on how to set goals, and I talked about key tips on effective goal setting. All right. And I believe you all captured the concept I talked about. I say your goals must be written down. I also mentioned that effective goals must be written in specific, measurable terms. It must be specific and measurable. I also said that your effective goals should be visualized. You should be able to picture yourself achieving that goal. I also said that effective goals are achievable. It should be something that is not beyond what you could do. Don't just wake up one morning and say, I want to make 1 million when you have never made 50,000. Start from 20,000. Set a goal of 20,000. When you hit 20,000, increase the goal. Set 50,000. When you hit 50,000, increase it. Set 100,000. From there, you can grow. Then I also said effective goals have realistic deadlines. Attach a deadline to your goal. Okay. I said that effective goals are manageable. It should be something you could break down into smaller components. I said that effective goals are analyzed for their potential problem. What are the possible problems you could encounter when you start working towards your goal? Analyze those problems, write them out. Then I said, following that, you talk about the action step to take to solve those problems that you're going to face when you are trying to achieve those goals. Then I said that effective goals should have should be reviewed periodically. Always see the progress you are making towards your goals, and that will give you more motivation to actually move towards where we are going to be ending the class. And I believe you all got a lot of values and you learned a lot of things tonight. So Somachi, hope you are here. Are there questions,
Wow,
contributions?
wow. This is amazing. I was even taking notes to tell you how prepared I am for this cohort. This cohort is, I think they are the most luckiest, because the previous cohort, I didn't think, I'm not sure we
Yeah.
did them live sections like this. At least starting with the financial goal says it all. Having the entrepreneurial mindset, modeling successful people, successful habits of successful people, and you also taught uh, we creating poverty. Poverty can be created and wealth too can be created. So 24 hours is available for both the rich and the poor. A lot. I got a lot of value. And I believe everyone on this call too got value. Thank you so much for dishing out. I think because of the network issue of people trying to join the previous time, I think a lot of them are still experiencing that. But the replay will be made available on the group, so it's no problem at all.
Okay.
The questions and everything will be dropped on the group. So the tax for day one, do you have any tax already? Any assignment from your end, Coach Nehesco?
Okay. Assignment.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
for the one, the assignment
assignment
should be
should
those that
be
took
those that
down
took
notes.
down notes.
They
Yeah.
should actually
They
go
should
through the
actually go
notes
through
at
the notes
least
at
two,
least
three
two,
times
three times
to internalize
to
it, because
analyze it, because
this is number one
this
training is
number one
all about
training is all about
mindset
mindset
processing, because they
processing.
need to learn
Because
the
they need
right
to
Yeah.
learn the right
programming
programming
before they move
before
on
they
to the
move
next
on to the
step.
next step.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the goal
So
is
the
for
goal is
them
for
to
them to
begin to
begin to
analyze
analyze
what are the
what are the
aspects
aspects
in their life,
in their life,
okay,
okay,
that they need to
that they need to
reprogram their mind
reprogram their
towards.
minds towards.
They need to write
They need
them
to write
down.
them
Is
down.
it
Is it
based on the
based on the
ways
ways they
people
get
get
people get
programmed?
programmed?
Is there
Is
verbal
there verbal
programming that
programming
has
that has
affected a part of their
affected
life?
part of their life?
They need to write
You
it
need to
down
write it down
and make a
and
decision
make a
towards to
decision
change it.
to change it.
Is there an
Is there an
aspect that
aspect
has to do
that
with
has to do with
modeling? They have been
modeling,
modeling negative habits
negative
of
habits
the
of the
poor people,
poor people,
unsuccessful people.
unsuccessful people?
They have to
They
also
have
take
to
note
also
of
take
that.
note
Is
of
it
that. Is it
spending too much
spending too
time
much time
watching movies
watching
and
movies
doing things that can
and
never
doing things that
generate
can never
income? These
generate
are the
income? Those
habits
are
of
the habits of
poor and
poor and
unsuccessful people.
unsuccessful people.
They want to take
They
note
want
of
to
it
take note of it
and then
and then
begin to what
begin to
change it.
what change it.
Then the last
Then the
one
last
is the
one is
specific
the
intent,
specific intent,
right?
right?
They want to
They
also
want
what
to also what
get rid of
get
any
rid of
negative
any negative
experiences
experiences
they have
they
had
have
in the
had
past
in
that is
the past that is
affecting them.
affecting them.
Then under the goal
Then under
setting
the goal
aspect,
setting aspect,
they should set
they
a
should
goal.
set a goal.
What is
What
their
is
goal for
their
the next
goal for
30
the next
minutes,
30
30
minutes,
days?
Yeah.
30 days?
Yeah.
That's what they should
That's what
work
they
on.
should work on.
How much do they
How
want
much
to
do they
generate
want to generate
from the business?
in the
What are the
business? What are
skills they
the
want to learn? Because goal setting goes beyond making money. It also has to do with your personal life, your family life, your health life, and all that. So your goal setting could also be personal development goals. You could tell yourself that, okay, I want to begin to read a month. That is a goal. 2 books in a month. That is a goal. That is under personal development. The under income goal, you can set a goal, okay, to hit 10,000 naira in a week or 20,000 naira in a month, and 20,000 naira in a month, or any amount of money. Just they come up with a figure, okay. So that's just the assignment. Them setting their goals, and of course going through the notes and identifying the aspect they need to reprogram their mind on. That's just it.
Okay, I hope you got that. So your assignment for day one is to write out your goals beyond the 10 days challenge. Okay, the goal is to set you on fire to become a digital lion, like we did stated on the group. Okay, what does it mean to become a digital lion? To know how to maximize your handsets for profit. Position yourself on the internet for profit. The internet is the best thing that happened to our generation. A lot is going on the internet, and that is the vision of this training, to teach you how to position yourself to attract wealth. Like Coach Nehesco did rightly said, he said you attract it, you don't create, you don't make it, you don't chase it, you attract it, and you attract it by what you become. Okay, by what you become and by what you do according to your daily habits. Okay, What do you do on a daily basis? Do you just crawl through the streets of Facebook and WhatsApp without making money? So during this challenge, we are going to stretch you to making at least 5,000 naira, depending on your capacity. Okay, on depending on your capacity and capability. So if you don't make any money during the 10 days challenge, don't feel bad. At least you would have made a lot of changes on your personal growth and development. The goal again is to make sure you live better than the way you came. Okay, so having said that, thank you for joining for the one. Tomorrow is another time. Another link will be dropped, so go through the replays and drop your questions on the group. Thank you so much, Coach Nehesco, for giving out your best tonight. I believe they got value and reviews will be dropped on the group. Thank you so much. Good night, and we'll see you on the group. Bye.